Well, good evening once again. Back out in the garage. Fantastic. Been spending some money now, which is bad because I'm skint. I'm absolutely broke. But it's one of those things. I've got to keep spending a little bit of money here and there, otherwise the project comes to a stop, doesn't it? You know what it's like, don't you? Okay, so what have we done? Engine is pretty much back together now. All of the tin work's on there. It's come out really nice, actually, the tin work, which is good. We've painted the engine bay. Lovely. Bright orange. Bright orange. And it is bright orange as well. Where's the paint? So I've got some bright orange engine paint, so heat proof. And yeah, engine bay looks pretty good. I think this is gonna look quite nice when it's in there. We have then, what have we bought? We've bought oil plugs, oil filter, a little, oh I'll show you, it's just a brake hose bit there. We've got pair of glasses, they're not mine. We've got then a new fuel hose. Now, I said in one of the early ones I was thinking about putting an electric pump on it. I'm not going to bother, I'm going to use the old mechanical pump on it. So I've got a new fuel pump from the tank to the pump. Good. These are the pipes that I bought. So I've got a clutch hose and the little elbow bit to go up to the sleigh cylinder as well, so that's good. And clips and some clutch piping as well. Now the problem I've got is, bear with me, let's get a light and go under the bus and I'll show you where the problem is. Right, so the problem I have is here. Look, you see the where my clutch hose comes out and joins onto the pipe that goes up the van. This union here is completely seized on. I mean, absolutely shagged. I managed to get a pretty good amount of heat on it. I tried everything I could possibly do, and I cannot get that out of there. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to put a new bit of pipe on here. So I've bought some little unions and that to do that as well. So that's our job of the night. So before we put the engine and gearbox in, we're going to run a new fuel hose and we're going to repair this pipe here. Okay, so if we can get that done this evening, it'll be awesome. The other thing I forgot to say was I looked at the brake pipes and things like that as well, because they looked a bit manky, didn't they, right at the beginning. And to be fair, it's all like surface corrosion, so I've cleaned them all off and given them a bit of a grease up. As far as I can see, if I was MOT in it, I'd pass the brake pipes, so we're not going to worry about them. Okay, so job then is new clutch pipe and run a new fuel pipe up here as well. And once we get that done, I reckon we can then put the gearbox back in and then put the engine back in. And then I feel like we're really moving on with it then. Okie dokie, so let's do the clutch first. We'll have a look and see what we're going to do about it. Let's go and have a look. Video? Yeah. Okay, right, okay, so we only need a little bit, about 6 inches long or so. And what we need to do is we need to join it onto the old pipe. So we need a joiner. Don't take the piss. And we also need to join it onto this hose at the end. So it's going to have a different end on this. This will make sense in a minute. So when you're using a beautiful tool like this, it's fantastic. We just put it in. You good? Still see what we're doing? Just about. Okay, that's fine. So we put our pipe in, and there's 2 operations. So we only need 1 operation for one side, and that gives us a certain end. Shit. And that will give us this type of an end. Okay. Which is... Oh, manky. We'll have to do it again.
Oh my god.
Should I start the video again?
Yeah, let's start this. Okay, so all we need is a little bit of pipe about this long, just to, well, so we can put a new end on the bit that we need to put on. So when you're using a beautiful machine like this, it's fantastic. But we've got to do one of the ends on the van, which is going to be a right pain in the arse, to be fair. However, so we need to make an end to go on that, which is the joiner, to go onto the pipe on the van. You got that?
Yeah.
And we need to make an end to go on this, which is the clutch hose. So far, so good?
Yep.
Check. Good. So, this tool has 2 operations to make different ends. And all we have to do is put a pipe in. And... Ooh, nice and flat, nice and straight. Wind it down. Nice and tight. Okay, and then we just pull this in. And this gives us one type of end. Still filming?
Yep.
Got a professional camera
Oh, thank you.
person on the job.
Shut up.
Okay, so that's the end that is going to go onto the clutch pipe. Fantastic. 6mm pipe, so it's bigger than normal brake pipe. The ends are M12 by 1. Okay, mil, and don't forget to put the ends on before you make the unions on before you make the other end of the pipe, otherwise it won't work. So now on this one, what we've got to do is we've got to make a different style of flange. So we use the same. Oh, for Christ's sake!
What are you doing? It's something to do with pipes.
It's something to do with pipes. That's what we're doing.
On the job.
I'm not pleased on the job.
Oh.
So we use the same operation again to make the same end. Check. Still there?
Yep.
You still doing it?
Still doing it.
And then what we do is we go to another operation to put like a convex end on it as well.
Yeah, got you.
Okay, and so what this will do, this will put the other type of end on there.
Is this what you wanted Jordan to do?
Well, no, I want someone to film.
I'm just talking
Because
about it.
I can't film.
Do you want to trade it back and get him to do this?
and
I'm
to-
sorry.
Yeah, I
And
need
do it
to,
at
we
the
need
same
to hurry
time.
up. Right, okay. Jordan!
Oh my god.
So this gives us the other type
How
of
long are you
end.
going to be?
That will go into here. Okay?
Yep.
Fantastic. So that's done.
Jordan!
No, we're done. No,
Oh, we're
no,
done.
I'm finished.
Alright,
Well,
don't
near
worry.
enough finished. Are you still filming
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is our little bit of pipe. Brilliant. So all we've got to do then is make... all we've got to do is do the same end as that on the bit of pipe on the van, and job is done.
It looks shit.
Oh, whoa! We were doing so well.
Why did you say it looks shit?
Right then, so we've had quite a productive evening this evening. New fuel hose on there, all clipped in, lovely. But can you see it? Fantastic, good job. I have to say, it looks a bit small to me, that fuel hose, but allegedly it's the right one for the van. Yeah, look how small it is. Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably end up putting a bigger one on there at some point or other. But, well, it should be all right. And the clutch, we managed to do the... we managed to get our clutch hose fixed. Brilliant. So that's done. We just put our joiner on there. Okay, so, yeah, we've managed to do that. The rear shocks and springs are back on. And the arms are back in the right place. I've had the drums off and had a look at the rear brakes. The rear brakes are fantastic on both sides. All look as good as new, really. So some work's been done on those recently, so we haven't got to worry about that. So next job then, I reckon, is gearbox back in. Awesome. Not tonight. I reckon that's a two-man job, something like that. So Dave, if you're watching this, pop round. I'll put a kettle on, and you can give me out to put this back together. Stop watching the telly. Come on. There's work to be done. Get round here, please, please. Soon as. Thank you.